Anyway, yeah, that sucked. I'm back though. The werewolf's curse. Absolutely. Okay. So, let me just do a quick recap of this ghost series. And David, I'll get back to you with the... Oh, I just saw you send me something. Hold on. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that is so good. I really love it. Hell yeah. That's a big plus. I'm sorry I cursed you with fur. Oh. Anyway, yeah, I mean, the biggest things were done, so hopefully I get to recover that, or I just recreate it, if all else fails. But yeah, I won't do that on stream, because I'm just not going to repeat the same thing twice for you guys. That would be boring. So, instead of that, we'll be moving on to this little ghost story I'm working on. I'll just do a quick recap for this. So, I'm going to present this as kind of a genuine, out of character moment on my Twitter, where I'm like this is not, I still haven't written how I'm gonna present this, but it's gonna be something like, so I was looking through my old family pictures and I found this weird thing in this picture. Do you guys see how this hand doesn't really connect to anything? Like my mom here, and this is me as a kid, my mom here couldn't possibly be her. There's nobody around, but this hand is here. So starting with that, I'm gonna get in a thread. It's slowly gonna get weirder. Like looking through more family pictures, try to find more things. I found this one, and you know, we were just hanging out in the pool, and there's this weird face in the back here. And so I'm getting weirded out at this point. I'm like, this is strange. So another picture from me as a kid. It's this picture taken with a flash at night, and you get something in the background, which you can't really make out. So I brighten it, and you definitely see human form. And so I start pouring through images, trying to find like, where is this weird thing following my family? And I eventually find an old picture of my mum as a kid with my grandpa. Here's my mum, here's my grandpa, here's other family members, and there's a strange silhouette here sitting on this empty chair, and it's kind of reaching out for my mum. And I'm like, there's definitely something going on here. Eventually, I find an old picture of my grandfather, who's here in the middle. Same guy as this one. And there's weird reflection. And slowly, as you can see, slowly we're getting more and more of a concrete form, of a like human form as we go back in time. So yeah, I get to my grandfather's picture and like there's someone in the reflection of the window. It couldn't possibly be someone in the back. And eventually, that's what we did last stream. So we did all these 5 images. Eventually, we're gonna get to the origin of this ghost. This ghost that's been following us through generations and generations of my family. And it's gonna come from my great-grandfather. It's not the ghost of my great-grandfather, but it's gonna be a ghost that latched onto him, and he kind of passed it down. So this is my great-grandfather. His name was Léon, and he fought in the French army during World War I. This is him in a uniform, I guess partially at least. It's kind of mixed with civilian clothes. So this is probably after the war, with some colleagues from the war. Look at this guy, it's epic mustache, like amazing. Look at that style. Anyway, this picture is probably from like 1919 or 1920, thereabouts. Little story of my great-grandfather Léon. He fought in the West Front of the First World War. He got shot in the leg, greatly injured, and his whole like squad was pretty much decimated. And he, like, wounded and with no recourse, he played dead to at least try not to get killed or captured by the Germans. But the Germans found him, and they captured him, and he spent the rest of the war as a prisoner of war in Germany until he got released. So he obviously was wounded, and it took a bit toll out of him. Years later, he must have been in his 40s. He died of an infection. Probably like the infection was not directly caused by the World War. It was many years later, but you know, he was probably like weakened already. So my grandfather was like 7 at the time, so he didn't really get to know his father. And the few things we got about him are these pictures, because yeah, we don't know a lot about him, just from whatever little things my grandfather remembers. So he smoked a pipe, which we can see if we go back into my grandfather here. Also smoked a pipe, so that's a fun little parallel. And yeah, we don't know much more about him. I got some more pictures of, that's my temporary folder, which I'll get back into. Let me get... because I got some more pictures of him, I think. There we go. This is him in a much nicer portrait. So I don't have a lot of pictures. I just have that. I have this one, and I have the one that I just showed you. So in this one, he would be this guy here. This one is just, the quality is not great, so I don't know if I'm it's just so hard to use with this low quality. I like the picture though. This one is a bit more usable. As you can see, it looks like this originally. We already did a bunch of smoothing to try to remove all those patterns. We didn't entirely remove them, but yeah, it helped. And kind of smoothed out things a bit too much, but I prefer to look slightly smooth than you have weird patterns all over that are distracting. Also, I'm going to do a hue saturation layer. I'm gonna find specifically these like really bright yellow spots. Oh, hold on. Photoshop is lagging. I think I got a lot of things open at once. I opened all those older pictures. So I'm gonna close down a few of them. There we go. Okay, hopefully this one just loads. It's no trouble, I can always close it. Yeah, Photoshop is not cooperating today. You're unfortunate. Let's see. It's having a weird one. Anyway, we're back here. So I wanted to first remove all these really weird yellow spots. And they are a very specific type of yellow. So I'm looking here and trying to narrow it down. Okay. I think we're getting them. There we go. Those are all those yellow spots. Obviously, I'm not gonna make them gray. I'm gonna make them slightly more orange. I'm gonna brighten them a bit. I'm gonna desaturate them. So hopefully now they're not as noticeable. They just blend in with the shadows and stuff. Something a bit more cohesive. Anyway. That should be a nice baseline for us to work from. Now, this ghost, I don't know if I mentioned it when I was explaining this story, is a ghost of a dead World War I soldier that was, I guess, a colleague of him that died during that battle. And that maybe like kind of cursed him in his dying breath and just became a ghost that not only attached to him but follow him through the generations. So our ghost is gonna have the clothing of a World War I soldier, obviously. And another thing we've done for this ghost, and you'll see him here, is one of his eyes is completely blown off. It's kind of, just got a hole in his head where one of his eyes were. So, just showing how he died. So, that is what we're gonna make. First, we gotta find a picture of someone, of a French soldier in uniform. And I think I might actually have that. I think in the third picture we did. Right, we're moving this bright one. One of the base things we use, I don't think we saved the original. I'll probably find it in my downloads anyway. Let me go to my downloads real quick. I think we had a good French soldier. And obviously we also have this, which is the face we're going to use for him, just with a complete blown off area. Let me see if I can find the other one. It should be around here. Okay. We've got a few. This one, I don't think it'll work. It's a wounded soldier, but the detail here is, we tried to pull from it and we really couldn't. This one here, they're in like the trench coats or raincoats or however you call them. Do you keep a library with image? I try to find stuff online, but every time I use an image, I save it to a little library. So, I don't save it on my computer. I just save the link in Pocket, which is the thing that usually it's like a reading list, but I use it for that. It's like my little archive. Okay, and we got this. This is a very extremely young soldier, which is worrying, but I think it's the best, one of the best pictures I found of just the soldiers standing. They're all always doing stuff, and you know, this might be good. I don't think it'll show that it's a kid since we're going to change the face and the proportions a bit, so we'll probably evade that problem, which is pointing out that it's very unfortunate that they had people this young fighting. Oh, really hoping I can get back that werewolf image. It's not like a lot. I didn't do a terribly complicated edit, so I can always redo it, but it's just lost time, you know? And I know where to find all the images, so that's always... like, most of the job is just finding the images, so that part is already covered, which is a weight off my back. I guess, yeah, I guess the age would work with a ghost. That's true. Yeah, maybe just a very young soldier. Maybe you can work that into the story. One of my troubles or challenges with this is how am I going to present this story, which is like kind of a personal thing, and using my own family, and how am I going to present it without while still seeming genuine, right? I think that's always going to be an issue. Like, obviously I don't want people to believe there's an actual ghost, but I want the tone to feel like spontaneous, kind of like I'm just writing this Twitter thread as I'm finding this. Like, what are all these weird things I've been finding? It's kind of it's a story that's specifically designed for Twitter in a way. Just freehanding this one. Feeling lucky today. Oh, I like that. You have convinced me. Also, coincidentally, in the first picture of all the ones I used, with a hand on my shoulder, it's actually a kid's hand, which is just coincidental because I was looking through more of my old pictures just to see if I could find a suitable hand. I was like, oh, this one would work, but it's my sister's hand, or I don't know, my cousin's hand, and it's kind of childlike. I was like, people won't notice, but actually might actually been a good idea. Hey, welcome back. Well, you missed my computer literally crashing, or did you? I don't know if you were there for that. So your storm got me by proxy, I think. Okay, we're just gonna use a polygonal lasso here, because can't be bothered. Oh, you were there. Okay. Okay. There you go. Little soldier. Poor guy. So my idea was, and the angle really works here, so I'm glad. My idea was to either have him posing side by side with them, but then it's kind of the issue of why did the photographer take a picture with so much of, like, if it's supposed to be a ghost, it's just supposed to be accidentally on the picture, right? So he's either posing here, and just make him a bit taller. He's either just posing here and kind of cut off by the picture, because obviously the photographer wasn't seeing the ghost and trying to focus on him. Or he is right here, maybe? Just behind him, kind of standing over his shoulder. I guess that would sort of be appropriate, since he is hunting him. So, somewhere here, perhaps? I don't know. Just flipping, seeing what angles could work. Hey! How are you doing, Nathan? I'm doing ghosts. We were doing werewolves a while ago, and then my computer crashed. It like literally blue screened, which had never happened before. And I can't find the recovered file, which means I might have lost all my work. So I don't know, something happened with that PSD, or I don't know. Something happened, but I lost all the work. So we are back with this ghost series, because I was not going to do the same thing again. Hopefully I can find it. I'm going to try to look in my temporary files and see if there's a recovered version somewhere. It just, usually when you open back Photoshop after it crashed, or after your computer crashed, or you didn't save something, it prompts you, like, do you want to recover, or just literally directly gives you the recovered archive, actually, the recovered version. In this case, it just gave me nothing. So it might be somewhere, it just didn't prompt me to get it, or I have no idea. I love computers, I love Photoshop. I don't know if it was Photoshop's fault. In Photoshop's defense, the computer crashed while we were looking in Google for images of furry Photoshop, which is a very strange subgenre of furry art, in which people Photoshop like real actual animal textures on real actual actual people and turn them into weird hybrids that really look creepy. Sorry for bumping the mic. Do you ever defend Photoshop or Adobe? Photoshop, yes. I mean, Photoshop has a lot of good things. It's a pioneer in image editing, you know. It's still like top of the line, and if you're going for photography, at least. For drawing, it's not as good anymore compared to what's out there. But for photography, it's still the best out there. Like, there's no question about it in terms of just number of tools you have. But I will shit on Adobe any day. Adobe is not great. They're not great at handling Photoshop either, and just choosing what to add. And focusing on adding new stuff all the time instead of fixing bugs. Just introducing new bugs in every update. That makes me so mad. So yeah, this is a little kid. Just a little boy. It's gonna be standing beside my grandpa. Great grandpa, sorry. I'm trying to find a good angle. I think it's gonna be cut off by the picture, right? So it's gonna be right behind him here. So we make it clear that this is my great grandpa. Like, I don't know who these people are. Sorry, guys. Sure, they were interesting in their own ways. I mean, this guy has a mustache that, I don't know, you could tell a million stories about. But we're not here for him today. Okay, selecting here my great grandpa. I'm trying to think how to do this best. Maybe Photoshop here will help me. Oh, this is one of the things. Like, this tool is literally the reason I pay for Photoshop, and it just saves a lot of work. I mean, in this case, it wasn't great because obviously we're working with a very low quality image, but it uses AI to select things automatically, and it's honestly a very good tool that has saved me so much work over the past few years it's been out. So that on its own, like, pulls it above the competition, which don't have anything close to this yet. I'm looking for Affinity though. I'm really hoping they make it. Affinity is a Photoshop alternative, I guess, which literally costs like 15 or 20 bucks. It's, or I don't know, maybe a bit more. I think I got it on sale anyway. But it's just one single payment. It has all the basic features of Photoshop, so you can do easy things, like simple things. And it's slowly adding features, like equivalent features to Photoshop. So I'm really hoping that'll be eventually at that level. And I'll just be able to confidently say, bye Adobe. Awooga. Yeah, it is a very good mustache. putting this guy in luminosity, which should just pull the colors from the original back in. Content aware scale. Oh, it is very funny. Let's do content aware scale here. Let's pick this little guy and... Yep, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Content aware scale. I always forget what it is. Oh, I think it needs to be a rasterized layer. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Ah! You know, just a tiny guy. Look at him go. Content aware scale is great. Also, not at all enough people do it the other way around. But if you just make it larger, it also gives you fantastic results. People like making it smaller, but look at this. Look at this dude. He really grew up, didn't he? Now he's a man. A man. Behold, a man. Okay, where were we? Oh yes. So, we got the body. Just need to add the face. Oh, this poor lad. Who we're gonna slightly edit the hole here to make it like an actual death wound instead of just a bone. How do you call it? So we're gonna pull it around here. I'll try to get the size of the head right. Oh, I think I slightly... There we go. Affinity felt too sluggish when I used the trial a while ago. Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like, I have it. I paid for it because I'm happy to support them. Just anybody that tries to defy Adobe's monopoly. But yeah, in terms of features, I'm still paying for Photoshop because, you know. They're way better in those terms. So Affinity still has to catch up there. Okay, we're doing it like this. Nice. I think the face is close enough. So that's a big plus. Okay, here we are doing some levels. Okay, and we need to make this guy look spectral, of course. We can't just put a guy on there. I mean, we can, but it wouldn't make a lot of sense. So we should make him look ghostly, I guess. How should we go around that? And these sort of levels will give us something that's closer to them. So make him more of a realistic guy. Still need some blurring and stuff, but you know. I mean, it's still not there, but I don't want to make him too realistic. I just want to play around with different styles here. Different ghost types. What is your ghost type, guys? Like when you die and you hunt, or you come back as a ghost. What kind of ghost would you be? Would you be one of those, oh, I'm just in heaven getting in contact with you through this spirit medium? Or are you one of those, like, I hunt a place and I fuck shit up and I kill anybody that comes in? This house is mine. Or are you one of those that seeks vengeance or retribution and will not go through until he gets it? You hard mix ghost. Yeah, hard mix ghost is pretty fucked up. Okay, I like overlay. Overlay always works well. Like overlay will never fail you. Screen. Nah, screen is boring. Heard it here, guys. We don't like screen. Overlay, hard light is very good as well. So I'm between overlay and hard light so far. Obviously the negatives are always gonna be kind of fucked and good. Like them. Negative ghosts. And luminosity is just gonna give us a regular guy. That's good, good day. I like a good, you know, just get this bucket list done and then just chill. Okay, I like hard light and overlay, and I don't like deciding. So when that happens, I just put them both. That's still too clear for ghosts. Yeah, it's gonna be one or the other. They're kind of similar, really. I think we're going with overlay for now, and because overlay kind of hides a bit more details from the face, so now we can mess with the levels a bit more. And see that, for example, we only get the brights. Which I think is a cool look. I like this. Okay, how are we feeling about this? So I just realized my camera is all zoomed out. On for a minute. Zooming that in a little bit. There we go. Now I'm big. I'm a big guy. Okay, of course, just to mess with what we got here. We can always paint lights, paint shadows, and just make those show up wherever we want. I'm thinking, for example, all this area down here. gonna make it dark, but slowly fade it out. So that it casts no shadow when it touches the ground. Your camera! I'd love that. Wouldn't that be fun if that was like an unlockable filter or something? Like you pay some bits and suddenly my camera goes. Someone make that happen. Or alternatively, makes me go. Sorry for the mouth noises. They were important to show my point. Okay, I'm also messing with the levels here to hopefully bring back a few details from the uniform, like the sleeve here. Okay, I'm liking this. It's pretty good. Gonna add a little bit of. Oh, what? Oh, there we go. The key got locked, I guess. So if I remove some of the leaves and stuff from behind, it just makes the face a bit more clearly readable. Helps us tone it down with it still being readable. Like, I'd like this to go dark, quite dark in the face, because that way the features can't be red as well, and you know, it's a creepy ghost, so we gotta have that creep factor. And it also makes that hole in the eye just very dark. I don't know. It's creepy. I like that. We like creepy here, don't we? Hey, raise your hand if you like a creepy. Okay, this is pretty nice. I think we cut a little bit of hat. So let's bring that back. Okay, first we're doing a little thing here with feather and chip the edge in. Just a touch. There we go. Spooky spaghetti. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Nathan. I don't know what's up with creepy things, and why do people like that? Like, I'm just here trying to forge documents, right? And people are calling it creepy, and like, I guess if you enjoy it, as long as you believe it, I'm good. Coal bones. Hey, doing well. Kind of struggling with this little hat here, which is definitely not the most important thing on this, but you know, it's a nice little hat. Just didn't look enough like the kind of hat it actually is, so I was messing with it to try to bring back the shape a little bit. Funny little fella. He's a ghost. He's my ghost, my family ghost. This guy has been following my family for generations. I mean, he hasn't, but I'm gonna make it as if it was. I don't know, how are we feeling about this? Again, I'm doing... the idea is to do like ghostly, creepy things, but like kind of subtle. I don't want them to jump at you. They gotta look believable enough. This one is the last one, so it's the least believable of the bunch. But you know, like kind of like things like this, where it's just a little corner, no background in the corner, a little shadow in the corner, whatever. You get what I mean. Like just a silhouette kind of thing. Just a reflection. And as you can see here, we got the reflection, same face, same guy. Obviously flipped. Here's we're seeing him. We're seeing his reflection, not the actual guy. Here's some of your personal favorite ghost photos. Okay, I'll show you, because I showed this last stream, but it bears repeating. I really like this. We watched it in a movie night with Trevor and a bunch of, I don't know who else was there. I don't know if Nathan was there. But we watched this Japanese special from 2016, and I'll just show you the ending because it's fantastic. So the Japanese is a TV special that airs every year in Japan, and it's they get creepy ghost stories from their audience, and they represent them with actors, and it's good. It's like TV special quality. It's not movie quality, but it's fun little ghost stories. And the ending was what I really liked, because it was real ghost pictures sent by the audience. So it was like regular ass pictures, but they all had something creepy cursed in there. So here's my... Here, I'll play it here. Okay. So this is the special. He just is this guy, and he's telling the creepy stories to kids, and you get the kids' reaction. It's very cute. But I really recommend it. It's called Hontoniata. I'm gonna... It's hard to find. I had somebody send it to me, but it's worth it. And here we're gonna get to... There we go, the credits. So here we go. Spirit photos sent from the audience. Creepy music in the background. I love it. It's so... There you go. Double exposure there. I love this one. It's just so small, but it's creepy nonetheless. Here you got the inspiration for the ghost hand I did. And the first one. And here's the inspiration for that last one. Just posing in a group shot. Like as if it was posing with the rest. I love this. It's very good. I really need to get my hand on more of this. See if they do this in every special. I'd love to see that. I love this one. It's just a guy standing behind a family, but he's behind the barrier, so it's very weird. Here, I think that's just pareidolia. You can see a little face there. And same here. But I really like this one with the face floating in the background. Also inspired on a few of the ones I did for this series. And double exposures like this, where you can see it's two pictures just overlaid on top of each other. I guess because I know how this works in the camera, it doesn't creep me out too much. So I didn't do too many, like, just straight up overlaid. I think the previous picture you showed I think I like the previous pictures you showed better than the last one, because it's not clear that the ghost is just low opacity. What do you mean? I mean, these ones are less just a low opacity ghost, right? I mean, this one is kind of is. Just there. You think I should make him more... Yeah, the ghost is literally on overlay. This one is more of an overlay. It's more of a silhouette. But I also did the empty eye, the sockets, for the eye that got blown off. But hold on, let me pull up the other ones, since I closed a few of them. So we got open 3, 4, 5 and final. Okay. So that puts us at 72 and we need 1. So this one is just a hand on the shoulder. And this one is kind of an overlay, but it's like below the water. It's kind of... And it's the same face again, it's the same guy. So do you guys think I should make this ghost more of a physical entity? Physical guy? Maybe I do... Okay, like the kid we just saw in the Japanese special, in which he's posing with a group of friends like this, and you scroll down and there's no legs. So you see the top, and that doesn't make sense, right? Maybe we do something like that. So let me make a copy, put it on luminosity or something. We'll have to change some stuff, but... What happened there? There we go. It just does that. So... maybe here... Hold on. I got this other picture of my great-grandpa. And I mentioned I was not going to use it. But it might actually work very well here. So that's my grandpa here. And I don't know when this was taken. It's probably just part of a larger group picture, and that's why the quality is so low. There's a little arrow pointing to my grandpa, just in case he got lost. Okay, gonna do a quick little thing here, same I did for the other one. Just gonna get these yellows on the background and turn those off. I'm actually just gonna do a black and white filter. Yeah, no, I'll clean up. Real good. Okay. What if in one of them we show the actual guy while he was alive, and in the other one we show his ghost version? So this one, which is clearly earlier than... oh god, just hold on. Stack them up. There we go. Right. So, where's the other one? Here. So this one is clearly after the war. You know, mustache is longer. He looks older too. It's probably like a reunion later in life. And this is probably during the war. they are all wearing like their literal uniforms. In this one, they're just wearing kind of just a hat and some regular clothes. So, in this one, maybe we can take one of these guys and just change it into the face of the ghost. Try to imitate this style a little bit. Just make the regular alive version. And just end this with, I tracked it down, like I got the picture, I got the identity of this guy. Gonna do a quick move noise here, filter. So under noise, reduce noise. So I have to play here with the strength. Gonna have to be slightly like 8 or something. Oh no, that just deletes so much. Hold on, maybe dust and scratches will get me a better. Yeah, dust and scratches might be my filter here. Yeah. So actually zoom in here, and we're doing 2 pixels radius, I think, or 4 should do. And then we bring the threshold up. No, dust and scratch, it doesn't work either. There's not a lot of good ways to remove this really annoying kind of artifact. I don't know what kind of artifact it is exactly. What's the idea? So, see, we got this one with the ghost. The idea was to use this earlier picture from during the war, in which you can see they're younger. Like, this is my great-grandpa, and this is him later in life. So I wanted to add the guy that's going to be the ghost. Just add his face somewhere on here. And I guess we can just get the face from here. We just got this one picture of the face, so we gotta use it in smart ways and try to change things up if possible. Right, so this is the picture. Obviously we gotta remove the levels. Delete the layer mask. Sound, no. Delete smart filter, there we go. Make those artifacts sing. I mean, there's one thing I can do. I'm thinking now. I can just add grain on top and add just big enough or strong enough grain that it will get rid of the bad noise. No. Overlay some grain. I don't know. Or this grain here, hold on. Just put it in camera raw and see, this is so resistant to, there we go. That's what we need, exactly. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. I'll just add grain at the end. It'll be the easiest way of getting rid of this. So this is a wounded soldier from World War I. They actually, I might have another picture of this guy. Actually, yeah, hold on. Let's go to the browser. There we go. That was just me looking for my temporary files. These are my wolves from before. I'll save them because I use them. And we are going to go to, oh, remove this. We're gonna go to Pixel. and look for wounded soldier, because those are all here. And as you can see, there's a lot of before and after pictures with and without the masks they made for them. So a lot of wounded soldiers from World War I came back home. Reconstructive surgery didn't exist back then, so they made masks for them. And as you can see, this guy got a mask of his lower face. And they actually, you can see that when they painted the masks, they kind of put them against the real skin, and they mixed the skin tones just to get the same, like exactly the same skin tone as the guy, so it would be less noticeable. And you can see it's a good job. Like you can see the seam line here, but you know, in a world with no reconstructive surgery, it hides a lot of problems. And this guy is cool. Could have used him as well, but oh, okay, we're looking for, so this one is in Wikimedia. I think last time we looked for them in Library of Congress, and you can see all of them. Okay, good luck with work, mate. Keep trying to hunt pictures. Okay, trying to find more here. No luck with Wayback. Damn. And sometimes you just gotta call it quits. You can't find it. All these royalty free. Yes, I got a ton of. Hold on. I'll send you my big list here. Here's a list of sites you can use. Just public domain pictures. Pickreel is very good, but there's a problem where when you find a picture, just downloading the high quality version off of Pickreel, they'll make you pay for it, which is kind of ridiculous because they're just hosting things for other sites. So you just go to the link down here. If it's Flickr or Library of Congress or whatever, and you copy the title and look for it on Flickr, on Library of Congress, and just look for the original. And sometimes you find even higher quality than that lets you download here. So it's worth it. But it's a nice place, like centralized place, to look for images and to just look for a bunch of them. Oh, we had a much worse quality version of this. This is very good. Okay, I think they were on the Library of Congress, but I'll try to find them. I'm finding the exact search term I used for this last time. So it was like mutilated soldier, maybe? Don't know the word they use. Oh, I guess photos. Let's see if we find it. Oh, there they are. So these are the masks they made. And you can see for a lot of them, they give you the before and after. So you can see before the mask, after the mask. And let's see if we can find... Oh, this guy has a mustache on it. Well, a mustache on it, and... Oh, can't see it. And a cigar. I love him, getting a cigar on his mask. Love it. So let me see if I can find that one. Because I know I got it from here. Let's give the Library of Congress a second. Takes a while for it. Okay, here's the one we used. And let's see if they're after. Like after the mask. Oh, there it is. I think that's the one. Like, even if it's not a great mask, you can just copy the other side. Like in this case. Okay. Let's just save this. And go back into Photoshop. It will take a second for it to download, but I'll keep an eye on that. There we go. So maybe we can use that one to kind of cover the gap. Locked in a random time. Yes, we are creating a ghost. So we're using pictures of wounded soldiers in World War I, because that's what the ghost is gonna be. A soldier that died in World War I. So we're trying to see what we're gonna do with this one. So this is gonna be a series of pictures. I'm gonna present them as if I had just found them by chance. But I'm gonna use my own family pictures and hunt them with a ghost. So it starts here. This is me as a kid. And there's just this extra hand. So I start looking for weird things. I start finding strange things in my old pictures. And you know, this weird shadow behind me. And then I go into my mother's childhood pictures. And this is my mom, this is my grandpa. And there's also strange things happening in there. So you just go back into the generations. And this is a picture of my grandpa as a kid. And here, in the reflection, again, same guy. And as we go back in time, we're seeing it more clearly. Which I guess in this ghost metaphor means as time goes on, it's kind of hunting the generations, but he's also getting weaker. Like he's just losing his physical form. So yeah, this one's for my grandfather, and finally for my great-grandfather. I got this picture. I'm trying to add the ghost somewhere. I still don't know where though. Like, maybe he's behind these two here. And I'm just gonna create a quick mask so he doesn't go into the soldier here. Just a quick thing there. I'm gonna make a copy of this. And yeah, some of them are going to be more like double exposure, or as you could, you said most of them. Some of them are more physical, like it's an actual living being. Some of them are more, yeah, more like a double exposure. So I'm trying to capture different styles of ghost photography here. But hopefully we get a taste of all of them. Also, my picture downloaded, which I lied. I forgot to check. Okay, here's our guy. So I guess we're mixing the two pictures and trying to get a cohesive whole here. I don't know. Not really gonna work like this. Yeah, I don't know how I'll mix them. It's kind of the problem. Maybe I can just copy this one since it's facing more to the front. Big obnoxious. The classic. Big old classic screaming face. Yep, that doesn't work. You know, I tried. I tried, y'all. He's cross-eyed now. No, there's no way. Make him get just the eye. And then, you know, we can cover the... We can cover the rest with some skin, full skin, but... I could make the lenses more opaque. I like the way you think. Also, I'm trying to think ways of making him less cross-eyed. Keep the original glasses. Slightly turning the eye. It's kind of hard. It's such a subtle thing that our brain just picks up on. So like, it's still not perfect, but we'll cut our losses. We'll hopefully when we make it small and much less opaque, much less I guess detailed. It will not matter, hopefully. So it's not perfect, but you know, we got a kind of cross-eyed guy. And we're just gonna pick his face part. Poor guy. We're just gonna select it. And we're gonna add it to some of the one of the soldiers. What? How did you do that? What? Oh. There we go. I wasn't wrong there. Of course. Big old dummy. Let's see. Let's get a bit of a better cut around the neck here. Okay. We have a guy. Also, let's do the lens is more opaque thing. I like that idea. That should save us some trouble. I mean, did sunglasses exist at that time? Maybe? I just say they did. Okay. So, we got a guy's face. I'm gonna make a copy, and I'm gonna turn it into smart objects. And we'll try to place it somewhere. Hey, this guy. It kind of fits. Is it slightly too large? I try to match faces. Try to more or less figure out the eyes. Put them in the same position. If that works, usually the heads will be comparatively big. Okay. So now we basically gotta turn this into mush. Which sucks, but you know. And just pull those levels until we only get black and white. Pretty much. Not exactly, but you know. Does his head still seem too big? I think it does. This guy's head is big. It's bothering me. Stop having such big heads. Come on. Okay, little thing as well. We're gonna pick the brightest here and see what it is. It is 237. We're gonna pick the darkest, and it's going to be 17. Okay. So we're gonna put 17 here. 17 and 237 it was, right? Right. That's better already. This helps us narrow things down a bit. Okay, what else? I think we're also adding a little bit of painting of our own. To make things like the mustache and the eyebrows and stuff much darker. Still needs to be so much flatter. It's eventually getting there, but not yet. Okay, we're doing that big grain thing we were mentioning at first. Seeing if that helps. It is still not there. No. You're frustrated. What's up? Oh, the image. I mean, forget about it. It's fine. It is not a big deal at all. You know, sometimes things don't turn up. My dude, stop looking so 3D. Carbon copy. Thanks for that, fella. He looks so 3D. I don't want him. I want him to look flat like these guys. But it really, like, they only have two colors in their faces. It's just black or white, pretty much. So I don't know. Maybe secondary levels. That just puts everything even further. And that's 17 to 37. There we go. So I can play around with this. You know, that's like closer. It's crazy, like, just pure black and white at this point. But what are you gonna do? Kill the details, make it pixely. Yeah, the pixely thing, I don't mind as much, because we're just adding a bunch of noise on top anyway. So that pixely pattern is going to disappear eventually. I guess I could use it just to help not make the face ghostly white. Yeah, perhaps. Okay, so we are doing it like this. Just getting different areas of this, the skin texture. I think his face is slightly too big, so bothersome. So I'm just trying to get the texture without getting like weird mouths and stuff. Like, he's supposed to be alive at this point. We're not gonna make him ghostly. Just trying to get the details right. Okay, so we're only adding this. Dark, for example. Also, thank you, Carbon Copy. Really appreciate that. Lost media on the Discord server. Oh, interesting. Hopefully they got some good tools out there. I don't think there's a big filter that can make it look like this. And hold on. I might try that. A bunch of filters in the filter gallery. And there's a few that might actually be of relevance here. I've never used these, like, but here, Pixel Pen. Why is it the other way around? Well. Maybe something like this. A stamp. Ooh, okay. Let's see if this does anything. Okay. Not perfect, but could help us get there. Okay, let's go back to filter gallery and let's remove the graphic pen here. And let's actually convert. Just doing a bunch of different tricks. See if I can approach this fathomable weird ass filter. This, as most things in Photoshop, is mainly just trial and error. So, you know, I don't like this so much. Lots of tabs open, I know that feel. Okay, let's see on the levels here. It's hard to get any detail back from this. It's just so low contrast at first that it makes everything so much harder. Yeah, I'll just try the sim filters on this, see if they work. Okay, I like that more already. Showing us the shape a bit better, showing us the mustache, showing us the eyes. Good luck with that, Sora. We're rooting for you. Yits! Thank you for the follow. How are you doing? See, this is why I didn't want to work with this picture first, because it is so hard to replicate this whatever's going on here. Also, thanks for the follow, David. I don't know what to do with this. It's kind of a point where you lose all the detail, you gotta... you gotta find that point. It's hard. A bit over a year. Damn. So you're OG. Oh yeah. Glad to hear. Maybe not OG, but you know. Long time ago still. Nice. That's very cool to hear. Glad to have you here. Okay, when I add the filter and the noise and everything on top, it actually kind of works. Still this weird thing on the nose that shouldn't be there, but it's getting there. It is, I would say, getting there. So you could just complete the mustache like this, maybe. And I don't know. It's a bit of painting at this point. I'm trying to maybe make the glasses show by painting a strong shadow below them. And don't you worry if it looks bad right now, but it will hopefully look better once we add all the filters. Okay, let's see. Cross our fingers. Okay. I think that's the best version yet, compared to the original. Yeah, it's definitely much more than that. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. I like this. I kinda like this. How are we feeling about it? Hopefully it passes. Let me get the background. Let's put it on here. Put it on color. Just remove the yellows. There we go. There we got back some of the color, which is great. You discover the mushroom image predates Photoshop by several years. I mean, you don't know what they were doing before Photoshop. People were doing some crazy photo manipulation before Photoshop existed. And it was super hard to do because it was all done in the studio. I mean, well, in the studio and in the how do you call that? The development process. Hold on, I got a little something for you. Got a little thread I did on Twitter a while ago, which I think still holds up. Still holds up. There you go. It's about old photo manipulation. There's some great stuff that they were doing. Anyway, yeah, I think this guy passes. It's not perfect, but it's a blurry picture, so you can give it a pass, I think. And you could feasibly say it is the same guy as... Give me a sec. This one. I guess. Maybe. Hopefully. Oh, where's the one I was? Let's save this one as... Final 2, I guess. Because the other one is final. I don't know. My naming conventions are getting weirder as this series goes on because I'm just adding and adding and adding pictures. Oh yeah, I love that. Those pictures, and they're creative with them. A lot of them are just publicity stunts for mediums and stuff like that. Like the classic one with there's a body falling, like a ragdoll falling from the ceiling, and everybody's on a table and kind of spooked. It's very good. It's a very good picture. And obviously it was like stage stuff. So, but it's good. The picture looks cohesive. Thank you. And hopefully looks like the guy. Who's gonna appear? Where is he? Oh, there he's just a little shy. Hold on. Hold on, because he's killing this guy. There you go. Trying to get a decent cut here. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. It's a ghost at the end of the day. Is that I have a feeling the glasses could be lighter? The impression like a guy standing in the middle may have glasses. Yeah. Oh no, we could completely wash them out, but we'll lose this like one defining feature. It's hard enough to recognize. I don't know. I'll think about it. But yeah, I think now you see them both, and yeah, I mean, yeah, it is the same guy. It is the same guy. Nice. Hold on, I gotta change the levels because they're all messed up. You're going crazy, Sora. I'm sorry I sent you on this. I'm sorry I sent you on this path to self-destruction. Hope you'll forgive me. Okay, we'll be doing the same thing here as before with the grain and all, so I don't mind that the pattern here doesn't repeat. It's fine. Just look past it. And I'm just gonna take a color here. Put it inside this. Does that work? No. Oh, okay. I got it now, I got it. There we go. So I'm just doing this to change the colors a bit and hopefully make him fit into the background a bit better. And what am I going to do with the legs? I think I'll just do a straight up cut. Like, bam, there's no legs. So you look at the faces, which is what attracts your attention, right? We're looking at ghosts, we're looking at people. Our eyes go towards the faces, first and foremost. And you'll notice, oh, it's just a little group of people. And then you look, what? What? And you do Pogger's face. I don't know where to cut though. We gotta find a natural cutting line, which I guess could be the hand and the jackets. Something like this. And it kind of disappears before that. So it kind of slowly fades out. Don't be sorry, I always find something to obsess with. You know, we all have our hyperfixations. I do have them as well. Teenage years, we basically look up everything I can on the internet. Yeah. Same here. Also, hey Sam, hope you're doing well. We're adding ghosts to my family pictures. The mushroom hunt. I like that you guys took it to heart. I was just like, oh, here's a fun little challenge. See if you guys can get it better than Snopes. And look at you guys. I will, unless you guys solve it real quick, but I'll try and help with the mushroom hunt after I'm done with stream. How about that? How's that for a ghostly image? I mean, we still have to put some things together, but as a concept, as a just a group of people, and then you look and there's no legs, it's just a floaty body. Cool idea. Thank you, Sam. Current hyperfixation is looking categorizing photos in Wikimedia. Oh, I love you. You're an amazing person. Thank you. I use Wikimedia a lot. So better sorting is amazing. I love their new search function too. So good. Make him, I'm kind of trying to avoid that transparent ghost look. Also, this is the last image of the series, so we're starting with the more subtle things, like a hand here, just a face in the reflections of the water. We got just a shadow here that only appears human if you expand or you up the contrast a lot. We got a silhouette here. So as we go on into the series, it's getting clearer and clearer and clearer. Here you can finally see something resembling a face. You can see a reflection on the window of someone that isn't there. Again, the face always appears with a blown off eye, because that's how it died. And I think that brings us here, where we can finally see the guy. And this guy, this picture of him when he was alive. So yeah, that's what we got so far. Okay, I'm trying to add some more colors. Oh, this is obviously this is not a color picture. The colors are only based on their luminosity, so you got to strike a balance. It's not like coloring an old picture. Okay, and then we go into the face, which also needs some levels adjustments. But as opposed to the other ones, it's gonna be more like this, it's gonna have more contrast, because it just brings out that whole eye, and I don't know. I think it helps. We're also pulling the whites slightly better, slightly further. Why does this one have 2 levels? That's fine. Okay, we are getting there. You like some really strange photos to look through. Category cursed image as category liminal spaces. Oh, nice. Creating and defending both of these categories. I like that. I really appreciate you doing that. Hold on. Top it to the browser real quick. And let's go to, I'm actually saving, save this one. Can you look for them like this, category, or do you have to, yeah, that works. Cursed images, let's look for cursed images. Hey, there they are. Haha. Ooh, I love that. Great stuff. Thank you for creating this. That's very cool. I'll put a link to this in the Discord for inspiration, because it's great. Also, a lot of this public domain, fantastic. Anything public domain is amazing for me. Yeah, this is cool. I love that. So this is what Yitz. I'm just saying it Yitz. Sorry, I mispronounce every name, so that's just a rule here. Yitz here was saying that they created the category in Wikimedia cursed images. So there's a ton of good stuff there. Yeah, public domain, amazing. I love it. Also, like, who made this new search engine? Because it is fantastic, and you can filter easily. I'm using Wikimedia like 3 times as much since I found that, since they updated that. Love it. I've been having a look through these. They're fun. They're very fun. The Wikimedia team is amazing. I agree. Huge props to them. Like, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing here today if it wasn't for Wikimedia. On other sites. They're fantastic. Bit too dark, perhaps? We're getting there, though. It's like so close. Okay, I just need all the blacks a little bit there. And same here. Just a touch. Okay, let's try this on with the filter and see how it looks. So we're adding this grain to kind of combat these nasty textures or patterns that appear. So it's adding grain, changes the size until it just blends together into something much nicer. Should we add some vignette? Ooh, that's moody. Well done. Changing the midpoint a bit so it doesn't cover their faces. I like that. The face needs to be brighter. But I don't want to lose... It does need to be brighter. Yeah, for sure. Like, the filter is good, but yeah, we'll need to go below it. Go back to the face, and... hurts. I don't wanna overdo it. No, I gotta, but I don't like to. Okay, we are adding a soft light layer. Hopefully that'll do. Category comments. What's that for then? does that cover? That seems pretty general. It looks like it's put on so much makeup today. Okay, let's test it with a filter now. That's better. Better already. Meta category, okay. Oh, interesting. Commons, that is? Okay, oh. I'll also search it up on here. Have them both. Guess I can just copy that. And there's the comments here. Weird ways of navigating a site. I'll give it a check later. Okay, here's the thing though. I need to have better like unity in the colors, and it's kind of bugging me. Let's see. We can go to the color grading and we give it purple to the shadows and orange to the highlights. Right. That's pretty good. Trying to see, because with old pictures, sometimes that hyper like contrasty look is great, and sometimes that hyper washed out look is also great. So you know, it's kind of trying them both and seeing like, oh, what are we going for today? I think we're going more contrasty. Yeah, why not? Let's go. I'm also creating a new color layer. Oh, it's late already. Okay, I think we'll finish this and then we'll call it a day. You guys know anyone cool streaming right now that we could go raid after we're done with this? Okay, okay. Yeah, I kind of like this. Let's see, let's look for anyone cool to raid before I decide what we do. No. Nobody I know. Okay, so let's just review what we've done today. Then we'll call it a day. So, we've done a werewolf picture, which was lost in the ether. I might recover it, I hope so. If I don't, I'll have to redo it, which... sad. Anyway, after that, we finished this ghost series. At least finished the stuff I want to do, and I might still get some flash of inspiration and do something different, something more, maybe some more with my mother, some more with my grandfather, since we kind of skipped over those generations with just one picture. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, finished with this one, and we also did this one to show who the ghost was when he was alive, and that covers that, I think. Shame about the crash, yeah. It is. I'm gonna be very angry at my computer for doing this. I don't know what happened. Just straight off the blue, nothing. Blue screen. Thankfully, Twitch kind of kept the stream going, like it just showed disconnected instead of just ending the stream. So I was able to restart my computer and restart OBS in time before everyone was like, oh, the stream ended. So that was good. But yeah, anyways, thank you. Thank you, everybody. You've been so kind. You've been patient with me today. I will be seeing you next weekend if all goes well. And we got so much stuff to do, guys. Maybe doing an SCP. So yeah, look out for that. Anyway, take care, guys.